Rolo, don't go too far. Afternoon, folks. Today I am in Addington Hills. Well, I haven't quite got into the hills yet. We're in the, and I guess they call this the woods. It's just woods all around me with my two dogs. Good boy, Rolo, stay close. Truffles is kind of naughty. I'm a little bit worried about this part of the woods because on the left hand side there's a road and on the right hand side is the tram, and these two can be a bit silly when they want to be. The last time I was here they were maybe just under 1 year old, and I let them off and they took off and I couldn't find them, and that was frightening. So yeah, I'm out with my dogs. It doesn't count as being alone, I guess. But to be honest, I've only come here for them because, truthfully, it's super creepy in here at the best of times. Once we get more up into towards the hill, then it's not so bad. Wait for me! Lots of brambles. This is not an easy walk. Hasn't been cut back for years by the looks of it. Super tight. We can't go this way. We're going to have to cut across somehow or go back. Maybe we can go this way, because that's blocked off and I'm not trying to kill myself getting stung by brambles. It's super pretty here. Well, at least it was. This bit is a bit rough and ragged, but it gives them something to be interested in and somewhere different. I'm kind of tired of going to the playing fields and that last woods that we took them to. We go there quite frequently, but like I said, they haven't been here since they were 1 and they're 3 now. So I think it's a bit safer for them now because it's also very overgrown. Come on, Truffs. Today I haven't had anxiety, but I have had low mood because I find with me, the minute that the sun goes, I am right, and I had to force myself out. I was in my pyjamas until 3 o'clock. In my mind I'd already said I was taking these dogs out today, but I sat on my sofa shopping. Didn't want to move, could have stayed there all day, and I realised that I was sitting on my couch overheating, doing nothing and feeling hungry, and that's boredom hungry, right? This bit of freedom is extra special for them, something different. They don't like getting in the car, they cry, but now they're starting more and more, I'm taking them to do things, they're starting to get used to it because they know at the end of it there'll be a walk that's not the same. It'll be something different to see, something different to smell. I had the low mood and I forced myself, and I mean forced myself to get up. Because I know that once I start to do this exercise, walking in these hills and surrounding myself by nature and being in silence, that exercise will push some dopamine through my body and I will feel great again, and I'll be lifted and I'll be happy again. And I'm getting to teach myself that by constantly doing things now. Like I said before, the more you lie down, the more you want to lie down. And the more you get up and do things, the more you can get up and do things. And actually, the more you want to get up and do things. So, folks, get up and get out, even if it's a walk around the block, a brisk walk around the block. Just try it. It really is great for low mood. As for depression, look, if you can just stand in the shower and feel the water drop in on your skin, it will give you some dopamine to just lift you enough to want to get up and get out. Rolo, come back here! Lolo's intrepid. He wants to see everything. He wants to know everything. He wants to understand everything. It's the one thing that I love about this dog. I mean, I love everything about him, but that wanting to go and explore. Can we go this way? Come then. Lots of brambles. Oh dear. Well, it does look like someone has come and cut them back a bit, but this is the part of the woods that's absolutely stunning. Look how green it is. Look at the different shades as usual. It's just so lovely here. So peaceful. Remember I came here late one day, it was about 4. It was winter. It was just overcast and dull. I thought, okay. I couldn't wait to get out of here because by the time we had walked just round a little bit, it was on the verge of dark and I could picture all sorts of murderous monsters coming out of the woods. Towards the end I was running. I'm such a coward. It's a fabulous hill there. Do I attempt that hill? Oh gosh. Or do I go this way? I mean, I feel exhausted as it is. But shall I? If I can't do it, I can't do it. Come boys, let's go up this hill. Good boys. Right, I can get up there real quick. Troughs! Well, it's not as bad as at first I thought. It's a bit slippery now. Oh. I'm unfit, but this is one way to get fit. Let's go back so you can see how high up it was. Oh, dude. I mean, that doesn't even look like that's all that high, but it is. It's high enough for me not to be able to have any breath. That's some heavy breathing. Whew. Don't know if this camera catches it well, but these are all kind of medium-sized hills. Hence it's Addington Hills. Oh. Do you see what I mean? Not a soul in sight. Just us. All over London there are places like this. I've been Googling and investigating, and there's lots and lots to be seen. I don't travel that far out with the dogs because it would mean driving, you know, into West London and East London and North London. I'm in South London. I don't go that far out because they don't like to travel far and I can't stand traffic. And this thing where they've made everything 20 miles an hour frustrates me. So to come into this little area here, it's a 20-minute drive. There's lots of these places. I've only discovered 2, but I know there are more. Don't do it! Don't do it! Truffles, come here! Well, they found a dog, and that poor dog can't get away from them.
She likes being chased.
Sorry?
She likes being
Oh, really? Well, she was the one that started the chasing, so yeah, I'm not surprised. You don't mind, do you? Well, that was a bit of fun. I said, don't do it, don't do it. And they didn't for a second, and then they couldn't contain themselves and they were gone. So somebody is in here. One man and his dog. And one woman and her 2 dogs. Oh, look, there's another dog up in front. Another man and his dog. So I think I was saying, if you're struggling to get up, struggling to get out of your bed, struggling to move, Just do one thing. Climb into the shower and just stand under the water and feel the beat of the water droplets against your skin. And that will give you a little bit of a dopamine rush to help you to get up and do one more thing. Even if it's to walk to the shop or to just take a walk around the block. You can do it. You really can do it. Ooh. Your dog looks like my dog.
When yours came out the corner, I thought...
I had to change to get my camera. I was like, whoa! What's happening? I wonder if they're related.
What breed is he?
Pouchon. These dogs keep distracting me. I get like this sometimes when I'm in prayer. I'll be praying in the middle of praying and they'll do something ridiculous. Anyway, dopamine rushes. Dopamine's what lifts the soul. It's a hormone. It makes you feel good inside, warm inside, happy inside. And you can get it from various sources. Love is one of them. But if you're like me and nobody's loving you, or you're not loving anybody, that's not going to be a thing. Right? But you can get dopamine rush from exercise, from good food, taking a jog, going for a walk on a nice day, going for a walk in the rain. This way, at least I think this way. I have no idea where I am. This way. So we've come across a few dog walkers. I've just come across a female and her dog. Yeah, we're not alone in here. Let's just hug this tree and say, thank you, tree, for your oxygen. Nutty Sonia. Yeah, so now we're kind of at the top of Addington Hills, I think. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, really pretty. Can you hear how quiet it is? Can you see how beautiful it is? If I didn't have my dogs with me, I'd probably stop and have a drink. But I don't think that's particularly dog friendly. Wait! There we have signs to say it's Addington Hills. Come! Come! Gosh, this is magnificent. Absolutely, absolutely magnificent. Someone else with their dog up there. Where do you think you're going? It's so beautiful. And so the day started off dull and overcast, and so was my mood. I forced myself to get up and get dressed, take my dogs out just to give them that treat. And I've got out now and the sun's shining and it's really nice out here. And my mood has lifted because I feel joyous. I feel happy. And this is dopamine. This is what dopamine does for you, right? You know, I didn't feel happy today particularly. I wasn't anxious, but I didn't feel particularly happy. I didn't feel anything. But I've come out, hiked up those couple of hills there, and the sun's shining, and suddenly I just feel alive, and I know that that's what the dopamine is from walking and climbing up that one little, or those two little hills that were there. It's a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic feeling. I love it. Truly I do. Is that flowers put there, is it? That's pretty. I've been to this part of the hills before, I don't think. But look how beautiful it is. Beyond that tree is the whole of London. Look how wonderful it is. I wonder if there's another place where we can see that. And so I've come across this. Didn't even know this was here. And I've been here before. Look at that. Oh, well. Just how phenomenal is that? It's the whole of London. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. That's Croydon over there. I can tell by that coloured building. And over there in the distance, it's Crystal Palace. I don't think it's that one, it's that one. Yeah. And that looks like that might be the Shard in the distance there. Yeah, I do believe that is the Shard. I couldn't tell you what the rest of them are, but see what you can find when you go for walks. You can find all sorts. And my two dogs can find all sorts of friends. Absolutely amazing. A man stopped me on the pretext of talking about my dogs. I laughed and walked away. And I came around here and found this part here where the view for London, and all of a sudden, as I was walking away, the man appears. And he stopped me again on the pretext of my dogs. We talked about dogs for a bit, and then he told me about his dog, which has cancer and is unwell. And then I was about to go away, and he said, "So what, are you married then?" "You must be, mustn't you?" So I laughed, because, you know, I laughed. Probably blushing a tad. I said, "All right, mate, I'll speak to you later." He said, "No, but you're hot though. It was nice to see someone like you here. It's a pleasant surprise." So, my dopamine's through the roof from all the exercise. And my ego's been massaged a little bit. Feels really nice. I don't think I am, but hey, somebody told me that, and it's years since somebody stopped me and said I looked nice or attractive or anything like that. So I'm going to take that as a win. I've enjoyed today, not least for the ego boost. It's nice. And very quickly, that win, you know, that ego boost was depleted, because as I went to enter the woods again to go back the way I came, that man who had disappeared suddenly appeared down the side, a different part of the road, but walking really quickly, and looked up and saw me, and waved and said, "Don't worry, I'm not following you, I'm not following you." But, you know, you have to be really careful when you're out these days, because you don't know who to trust. And, you know, just because they give you a nice smile and tell you that, you know, you're pretty or you're nice looking or you're whatever, doesn't mean that they've got good intentions. I have to add to what I'm saying to you, that always watch your back, always be aware, always be vigilant, and don't take someone's little sweet words as being, you know, safe, because they're not always safe. They don't always have well-meaning and good intentions for you. I'm not saying that he didn't necessarily, and it was probably a coincidence, but I don't like coincidences, so he can take his sweet words and keep them. I had other ways of putting that, but I'll be polite for the video. So we're heading back now. It's been a beautiful walk. It's been exceptional. I am watching out on my whereabouts. I am aware. Made sure I've followed in places where there are other people at the moment. There's groups of people behind me climbing trees and stuff with their kids. And so if I needed to call out, I could. And yeah, it's not so bad now. I'm not so fearful as I was for that brief second. And the sun's come out now, so it doesn't feel quite as sinister as it did in those seconds, right? But always watch your back. Always, right? Get up, take that shower, go for that walk, but be aware of your surroundings. Always be aware of your surroundings is how we are at the moment. Oh, this is a bit steep. I think this is the way we came, actually. In all honesty. Where are you going? What's going on here? Where are you running to? What's the excitement? Could do with a stick to get down this bit, but we'll give it a go and hope I don't fall on my backside. Oh, I could do with investing in a good stick, walking stick, hiking stick. Even a skiing stick would do. Well, I'm going to be walking down these little steep things here. Wait for me! Rolo, Truffles, come! Rolo, Truffles, come! Stay where you can be seen, you two wretched dogs. Doesn't it look amazing? I must have said that 100 times since I've been here. A bit eerie though. So we're coming to the end of our walk. Let's put them back on their lead now as we go to cross the tram lines. If you guys ever feel like you want to come here, there is a tram stop at Addington Hills. As you can see, it's a bit bright, the sun's a bit shiny. So here comes the tram. Woo, let's get across quickly. I think it stops just a little bit up, but there's parking all around here, and you just get out and over there, that's the entrance into the woods, and you just follow the paths. It will take you where you want to go. You put Rolo and Truffles in. Ready, Rolls? Up you get. Good boy. Truffles. Truffles, for some reason, always does this. Truffles will not get up. Come on, up you get. Good boy. Let's take those off. Take your ones off. Okay. Good boys. I bet you're thirsty. Want some water? Hello? And Truffles is always more thirsty than everyone else. Stop! Get some more? No? Hello? You done? Truffs, you done? Don't get everywhere, did it? Finished? No? And on that note, from me and my two boys, I've had a brilliant afternoon. It's time to go home and make myself something decent to eat. It's been another good day, another enjoyable time. Yeah. Feel content with the world. See you soon.